Hey, welcome back to Sports Outpost. This is Mark, and today we got the second episode in our Mizzou NCAA 14 Dynasty. We're kicking off the 2022 college football season with the Mizzou Tigers here, led by their new head coach, Chase Daniel. We're taking on 13th ranked NC State out of the ACC. Kirk Herbstreit has them taking the dub. They are a 90 overall team to our 84 overall. Let's check out the preseason top 25. We are familiar with this list in some capacity, as me and D'Lo did a review over this top 25 just about a month or so ago before the 2022 college football season kicked off in real life. These are the same preseason polls as the real life ones as they come with the accurate rosters. Let's see where Mizzou lands on the list. We are definitely way outside the top 25, but we are not too far gone as we are sitting at a very nice spot at number 61. And in our conference with our schedule, we can definitely find our way into the top 25 before the end of this first season. And then we'll take a look at the conference outlook. They're projecting Texas A&M to win the SEC West, and they're projecting us to finish 8th place and last place in the SEC West here in 2022. The SEC East, they think Alabama's going to take it over there on that side. And for the overall conference, we are projected to finish 15th, second to last. At least they got us ahead of Vanderbilt. I was scared there for a second, but they figure that the Missouri Tigers are the worst team in the SEC West. We are prime time at 6 p.m. national broadcast against these NC State Wolfpack, and let's jump right into it, into the third quarter. 5:20 left, 21-14 lead for Missouri, looking to get the upset at home in Columbia over a very good NC State Wolfpack team. Sam Horn to the end zone, and he throws an interception. The ball is going the other way. This could potentially be a 14-point swing. Good tackle by Sam, but as you can see, that is the fourth turnover of the day for the Missouri Tigers in this game, and all four have come from the arm of Sam Horn, who has played well, throwing 12 of 20 for 200 yards and a touchdown and running it 6 times for 46 yards, but the true freshman has just had too many mistakes, throwing 4 interceptions in the first 2.5 quarters. NC State's got the ball now. They're in Missouri territory, and a big completion over the middle to Porter Rooks from his star QB, Devin Leary. Leary back to throw again, and he's got Rooks again to the right, and it's another gain of 10 plus on the play. It is now 2nd and inches for NC State. The read option is run to perfection. Devin Leary had nothing but green grass on that right side as he keeps it, runs it into the end zone for NC State's third touchdown on the evening, as it is now a 21-21 all game with 3.5 minutes left to go in the third, and we are benching the true freshman Sam Horn, and we are going to go with the backup redshirt senior Jack Abraham, who happens to be the same overall. It's good that we have plenty of options because this offense is hard to master. You do need to be able to make good, sound decisions. It is an offense that puts a lot of risk at play, especially putting the ball downfield a lot, putting it up in the air a lot. So we really need our quarterbacks to be accurate and be able to deliver a strike and a long strike at that deep down the field multiple times in a game. And I also need my QB to be able to be mobile, scramble, and get a lot of yards with his legs. But right now we're riding the legs of Nathaniel Pete here in this third quarter. He's got 15 totes for 76 yards in this one. And what a throw from Abraham down the right sideline, finding Barrett Bannister for the 41-yard completion. Abraham is 3 for 3 for 52 yards already, and he delivers a strike to Luther Burden III for a 9-yard touchdown over the middle. 4 for 4 on the drive, 61 yards, and a touchdown for Jack Abraham. What a way for him to kick off his 2022 season, coming in as the backup for Sam Horn. He could have been sad, he could have been down because he got beat by a true freshman for the starting job, but all it takes is one turnover-filled half of football from Sam Horn, and just like that, he gets his opportunity. There's a minute and a half left in the third. Jordan Houston gets a nice run there. Here's the screen to Allen, and he gets a gain of 8. It is now 2nd and 2 for NC State as they are near midfield. Here's the play action. Leary back to throw it, and he feels the pressure, throws it away. 3rd down and 2 coming up. It's a big one for the Mizzou defense. Can they hold? And they had all the running backs covered, but no one had the quarterback, Devin Leary. It's a 43-yard run down the left sideline. He gets it inside the 5 of Missouri, nearly scores a touchdown, but sets up NC State beautifully right at the doorstep. And they're going to fake it again, and Leary tried to go up the gut this time, and he gets smacked for a loss of 2. He's looking to scramble, and it's another loss for Leary on this run attempt. Minus 6 yards on this play. It is now 3rd and goal as we head to the fourth quarter. Missouri leading number 13 NC State 28-21. Can the Wolfpack tie it here to start the fourth quarter? Devin Leary's got no backs in the backfield. He finds his man Porter Rooks on the drag, and he gets a gain of 10, but he gets tackled short of the goal line at the 1. It's 4th and goal. They're coming out in the I formation. It's a play action, and it's ran beautifully. Missouri sold out for the run. They fake it, throw it to the fullback, Penix, and that is a huge 6 for NC State. And we now have a 28-all ball game with 7.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter in what is turning into a classic. Take a look at some other SEC action. Auburn on the road against number 9 Oklahoma. The Sooners playing their first SEC conference game here in week 1 against the Auburn Tigers, and they are up 7-0 early as they look to get off to a hot start as a SEC competitor. Here's the handoff to Nathaniel Pete on the ensuing drive for Missouri. He starts it off with a nice gain of 4, and then a beautiful spin move gets him about a gain of 9 and a first down right there. Wow, Nathaniel Pete is an absolute stud. He is no doubt the best player on our offense here in 2022, and we are going to use him as much as we can and ride him as much as we can this season. Abraham off the play action. He's rolling right. He's got his true freshman back, Tavarius Johnson, deep. He beats the linebacker one-on-one, and Jack Abraham lays it out over the shoulder beautifully as he is now 5 for his first 5, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including this 59-yard strike to Tavarius Johnson. What a connection for the 6. It is now a 35-28 lead for Missouri with 5:45 left in the fourth quarter. Both these teams' offenses came to play as we expected. NC State has one of the best offenses in the country, and we know what we're trying to do with this program in Missouri. It's very similar. Leary throwing it right to Houston. That's a nice gain. Again with the triple option. Leary is running the option to perfection today. Will anyone catch him? He's going all the way down to the 20-yard line of the Missouri Tigers for his second 40-plus yard run in the last 2 drives. Wow, Devin Leary is taking over this game with his legs. Who would have ever thought? This guy is known for slinging the rock. Jordan Houston has definitely improved his game here in the second half as he now has 18 carries for 61 yards, and he busts that one up the middle for another 19 and his first touchdown on the day. It is now a tie ball game again as these offenses continue to just teeter-totter back and forth. Let's check out some more SEC action around the country. Number 9 Arkansas taking on the defending champ, 3rd-ranked Georgia Bulldogs in a big one, 7-7 early. Number 1 Alabama dominates South Carolina on the road, 34-14, as Spencer Rattler gets a rude welcoming to the SEC. And Bryce Young shows you why he is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, 21-31, 292, and 3 tutties. And how about the new back, Jahmyr Gibbs, 20 carries, 128 yards, and a tutty. Back to the action. Missouri's got the ball now, 4.5 minutes. They're running a little option of their own. Jack Abraham reads it perfectly, and he gets a big 20-yard run up the middle, trying to be on his Devin Leary shit. Here's the play action again for Abraham. He's looking right, and he throws a back shoulder to Toski Dove, but he can't hang on to it as he gets hit right as he makes contact with the football. Here's the handoff to Nathaniel Pete. He gets a nice gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4. Another handoff to Pete, and he's doing his thing again. A gain of 10 and a first down. Nathaniel Pete just keeps on going. Here's the pass to Levette from Abraham. He drops that one. Back-to-back incompletions for Abraham after completing his first 5, and Pete only gets a gain of 1 on that play. It is now 3rd and 9. Abraham back to throw, and he gets sacked. That is the last thing you wanted to see if you're Chase Daniel and this Missouri coaching staff, because now we have to punt the ball away to a red-hot Devin Leary, who now hands it off to Jordan Houston to kick off the ensuing drive. He loses 2. It's 2nd and 12. Leary back to throw again. It's a screen to Houston, and he loses 3 this time. 3rd and 15. Missouri's defense is punching NC State's offense in the mouth. Here's another screen to Houston and another TFL for this Mizzou defense. The whole defense was there on that play. Look how many black jerseys swarmed them for a huge 3-and-out and a huge forced punt by this Mizzou defense. A very nice return by Chris Abrams-Drain on the ensuing punt. 15 yards, sets up the offense in beautiful field position near midfield. Abraham's handing it off to Pete, who gets things going with a 7-yard carry. 40 seconds to go in this one. Pete gets another 7-yard carry and another first down run on the play. He's at 22 carries for 120 yards in this one. This run doesn't go as well, as he only gets 1 on the play. Abraham back to pass. He finds Bannister over the middle on the slant. He was butt naked, wide open, and he scrambles for a first down on a 10-yard gain. Here's Abraham over the middle again. This time it's on a drag to Luther Burden. There's only 15 seconds to go. Mizzou's offense has got to hurry it up, and they will leave things there as Chase Daniel takes his last timeout with 2 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. In a 35-35 all ball game, and NC State will be using their timeout to ice our kicker Melvis, and he's launching it, and the ice technique works. Melvis leaves it left, doesn't push it enough to the right from the left hash, misses the game-winning field goal chance, and we are going to overtime in week 1 here in 2022 with the 13th-ranked NC State Wolfpack. Devin Leary gets a big completion over the middle to Porter Rooks. He's going to throw this one away on 1st and goal. It is now 2nd and goal for the Wolfpack from the Missouri 9-yard line. They're going with the screen to Houston, and it doesn't work again. I do not know why they keep going back to that play, but they go back to it again, or at least tried to, but Devin Leary gets sacked before he can do anything, and our defense does an amazing job of forcing a NC State field goal attempt to kick off this overtime, and our offense can win this game now with a touchdown as we trail 38-35. Pete gets 2 yards on first down. Looking for him in the passing game, and Abraham overshoots him as he looks to throw it a little too quickly there. It is now a big 3rd and 8. Abraham back to pass again, and he finds Levette, but once again, Levette cannot hang on to the pass over the middle, as our receivers have had some struggles here in the late goings of this game holding on to the ball, but Melvis redeems himself from the missed game winner, ties this thing up, sends it to double OT. It's 38 all. Pete gets a short gain there. Here's the pass to the outside. What a beautifully ran play by Jack Abraham. He threw an absolute dime over there to Toski Dove on the sideline for a big gain. Pete gets an 8-yard carry, and Pete's going to get the ball again. He's going to the right. He meets a bunch of NC State defenders, but he runs over them into the end zone. 3-yard touchdown run for Nathaniel Pete. It's his 2nd tutty of the evening. Mizzou now leads this one 45-38 here in double overtime, as the ball is going to swing back to NC State, as they will have a chance to tie this thing up. Leary throws it down to Jordan Houston for a gain of 3. Houston is getting a lot of opportunities in this game, whether it's through the air or on the ground, and Devin Leary is doing a lot of things on the ground himself, as NC State now has 243 rushing yards as a team, and a lot of that is their star QB, who is just putting on a show. What a scramble down the left sideline to tie this thing at 45 all as we head to a 3rd overtime here in week 1 on Saturday Night Football in Columbia. Wow, what a game between the SEC and the ACC, as NC State is trying to make a statement and pulling off this comeback. Big time hit right there from Nicholson, and Mizzou's defense forces another field goal here to kick off triple overtime. NC State drills it. It's 48-45 Wolfpack, and it now comes down to this. If Missouri can get 6, they have a huge upset win over the 13th-ranked team in the nation, and Nathaniel Pete kicks off this drive beautifully with a 15-yard carry to the left side. Abraham scrambling left. He dives for the pylon, and he hits it. That should be 6, but they're not giving it to him. They say he didn't get in. They put him at the 1. Here's the handoff to Pete, and that's game time. Nathaniel Pete with his third rushing touchdown of the evening, gives the Missouri Tigers a 51-48 upset win in Chase Daniel's head coaching debut here in Columbia for the Mizzou Tigers. What a huge victory, 51-48 over 13th ranked NC State in Columbia. We put up 577 yards of total offense to their 346, and we also had 23 first downs to their 9 first downs. We went 6 of 10 on third down. They went 5 of 13. They went 1 of 1 on fourth. We went 1 of 2. We were both perfect in the red zone as they were 5 for 5 and we were 6 for 6. We had the 4 turnovers, the 4 picks by Sam Horn, but Abraham came in and made amends for that, going 8 of 12 for 148, 2 touchdowns and no picks in relief duty. Also having 3 carries for 28 yards. How about Nathaniel Pete? 29 carries for 151 yards and 3 touchdowns. Luther Burden III, 7 catches, 86 yards and a tutty. Barrett Bannister, 6 catches for 80 yards. 4 catches and 102 yards and a tutty for Toski Dove, and 1 catch for 59 yards and a tutty for Tavarius Johnson. A lot of big plays from our receivers. Our skill positions are super talented, and we have a lot of very nice players on the outside that can make plays with the ball in their hands. And then we have a guy in Nathaniel Pete that is just a guaranteed good thing. And how about our defense with the TFLs? 2 tackles for loss for Hopper, McGuire, Abrams Drain, 4 tackles for loss for Jernigan. Charleston had the 2 tackles and an interception. I mean, these guys were just all over the field making tackle after tackle. It was a swarm of black jerseys to the football this evening at home. It was great to see the defense come out with that intensity. Sure, they ended up giving up 48 points, and a lot of those points in the second half in overtime, but they forced a lot of key field goals when they needed to this evening against an electric NC State offense, and they held down one of the best passing attacks in the country and forced Devin Leary to beat us with his legs, which he almost did, but Mizzou comes out with the victory. I will see you guys on the next one.